We are on week 28. We're going so fast. So this week is we're wrapping up unit 4 on personality. You'll look at you'll have a concept map on kind of how we measure personality. What's more objective, what's more subjective. Objective meaning we can measure it a little bit better. Subjective meaning the person doing the assessments might influence the results a little bit. If you can kind of think, there's this, Freud had this test called the Rorschach ink blot test, and it was just some random images and people would describe what they say, and then Freud would discuss with the person how this reflected what was going on with their id and their ego and the superego, and maybe what was going on in their subconscious. And right, that's all very, very subjective. And the personality trait assessments like the Ocean or the Big Five, those are much more objective and measurable. And so you're going to look at measuring personality and a little discussion forum on what's valid and reliable. And then you're really going to spend a lot of the time this week. I give you lots of time for your project for this part of the unit, because this is, to me, the most interesting part here. So you've been looking at personality. I have some other versions of free personality tests. They're not the best version because they're free, but don't pay for anything. When you're done taking these, write a summary about of a page where you're trying to tell me what makes you individually you. How are you like others and not like others? This is not the easiest thing to do. All right. I don't really want to see all the results from the test because I'm looking for you to summarize your personality. Make sure you're thinking back into the different theorists, right? Because I would like to see, at least 2 different theorists mentioned in your paper, because I'm trying to have you kind of say, this is how one person would kind of define me, and this is how another might, so that you're, reviewing what you learned in this unit, showing what you know. The second part of this assignment is the second page. So it's a 2-page assignment. 1 page is what makes you you. How are you like others and not like others? And then your significant other, what traits would he or she have that kind of best fit your personality and why? All right. So 20 points, you're showing that you're really discussing at least 2 theorists. And really the 16 points is you're mostly just focusing on traits. All right. And then 10 would be kind of inconsistent or superficial use of the concepts in this unit. So I hope you enjoy doing this. This is a really good time to reflect about yourself, what you learned about yourself in this unit, and I look forward to reading these. If you have any questions on what you need to do this week, let me know.